Hi, my name is Darren Williams and I'm the owner of ShelterWise here in Portland, Oregon. And I'm here today just to talk a little about how we've insulated our trailers for the last 5 years. We didn't start out this way, but we're now doing it this way, where we do a full thermal break between the floor framing system, which we use 2x6s, and the trailer. Because the trailer is one of those things it's a big conductor, 2,000, 3,000 pounds of metal that in many tiny homes is directly in contact with your subfloor. And subfloor is typically the 3/4 inch tongue and groove product that goes on top of your floor framing. So obviously I'm not going to lay down full panels here, but just imagine a full panel sheet going all the way across over the full panel system on top of the galvanized metal. Once we have that, we put in our side rail. So what we're doing is we're creating a full thermal break between our framing, which we put in our ledger board, and the full trailer. So then these would be our floor joists tied in, just like that. So every 24 inches or 16 inches, whatever you prefer, that would be our floor framing system. So you can see how once there's an inch here, it bumps up the 2x6 up an inch above the rail. And that raises your whole floor an inch. Well, we actually tie this system through pre-made holes that are made by Iron Eagle in the side rail at the bottom here. We tie those in with ledger locks. And so this becomes a structural member of the trailer, which is not in direct contact with the trailer. Once this whole system is put on there, so we'll kind of put that there just to give you an idea. We put our foam right on top of the trailer. And the key part of this is now we're creating a full thermal break, so the sheathing comes over and butts right into the sill of the 2x4 wall. Now at door openings, you can't have 3/4 inch plywood going all the way across that. You have to provide supports. So in order to do that, we do small little pieces underneath the base of the door, cut into the foam so that there's a direct connection. So there is some thermal connection between the trailer and the bottom of the door, as well as the sill of the wall framing, but you can't push this all the way out and put your sill of your wall right on top because this stuff has flex. We've done a trailer one time where we did foam and we put the tongue and groove plywood right on top, but it had so much flex and movement in it. So we still have to have positive connection to wood, but keeping that wood off the trailer all the way over is your best bet to have a comfortable floor and a floor that's not going to have condensation issues. So that's how we insulate. And then obviously in the bay here, between the floor system, we insulate with typically R23 Roxwool. So our overall floor framing is well insulated here, a full thermal break off here, and then about an R5. Sometimes we've done 2 inches of foam out here if people are in much colder climates, and so that there's not condensation issues where this is happening, where the subfloor is in direct contact with the trailer frame. Those companies out there that are putting their subfloor right on the trailer frame, there's complete thermal bridging. So your trailer is becoming conductor for heat inside your house, and heat goes from high to low temperature. That's the second law of thermodynamics. Heat goes the area of least resistance, which in a tiny home can be your trailer. So even if you insulated the whole cavity here with R30 spray-in closed cell foam, and your subfloor is still touching your trailer, your overall R value might be R5. So the overall effective R value of your entire floor system just dropped. So it completely negates the idea that if you're saying that your floor is R30, it's really not, if your subfloor is in direct contact with the main frame. So this thermal break system is key to having a comfortable floor. We use foam insulation for our thermal break between our trailer and our framing system, our floor framing system. And there's a couple different just standard foam board products that are in your local hardware store, depending on where you're at in the US. But this is a foam product that's R5 per inch. It's called Foamular, and it's made by Owens Corning. It's a good, inexpensive product for what you get, R5 per inch, and you can get it in 1 inch. You can get it in 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 3.5 inch, so you can fill large cavities with this. And then the next, kind of the best out there is R-Max, or this is a foil-faced R-Max. So this is 1.5 inches, I believe, but you can get all different dimensions of this. It's about R7 per inch, or R6.9, R7 per inch. Quite a bit more expensive, a little messier to cut, but kind of the best out there. And then what I consider the worst is the styrofoam, not only from, these are all not the greatest from an environmental standpoint, but this stuff has the same R value as fiberglass insulation. The benefit to this is it is a vapor barrier as well. So a vapor barrier and a moisture barrier. So some people choose this option because it's the cheapest at your hardware store, but it's really hard to cut with a razor blade, even with a saw, which we cut most of ours with a table saw. This is probably the messier of the three that I have here. So I would say don't go with this. It's a lower R value, and for a little bit more money you could go with this, and for a little bit more you could go with the R-Max. So these are the 3 insulations that are out there, are foam insulation in board form. Of course, there's fiberglass, Roxwool, mineral wool, which is kind of Roxwool, denim. Do not put denim in your denim loves moisture. So if you ever get moisture in your trailer system, don't put denim down here. Those are the 3 that I've seen used, and wool. Wool is another one. So 3 foam board products that we've seen out there used. This is the one we use. This is the one we use if the clients want to spend a little more money. So I wanted to talk to you a little about the wheel wells, which are in all tiny homes, are all sort of a problem area as far as like either being behind cabinets or having to build walls over them. But one of the things I wanted to focus on today was just the insulation on the wheel well. So I'm just going to give you a quick little tutorial on how we do it. So first off is I'll just kind of put this foam up here, kind of mark it, and we'll cut this foam. So here's a quick little how to cut foam. So once you just cut one side, you can snap it, and you have your piece cut at the right height. So you want to do a full thermal break around the wheel well, and then cap it as well. So you can see how we kind of build a box out of foam around the whole wheel well to create this full thermal break. And after this, we build it out of 1x3s or 1x2s, another frame, and then insulate in between those cavities. So just envision like another framing member here going up and over, so that we get a full R10 or an R14 with the R-Max foam. This is the Foamular at R5 per inch. So once we have that, then we can put our skin, whatever that is, whether it's 3/8 plywood up and over to cap that, or maybe this area is all hidden by kitchen cabinets or a cabinet of some sort. So this is our full thermal break. While I'm here, I might as well point out the flanges that Iron Eagle puts on their wheel wells as an option. This is a real nice thing, because then you have typically, a 4x6 header, actually probably in this trailer with 3 wheel wells being, I don't know, this is maybe close to 8 feet, probably a 4x8 header here. You put your framing in your 4x8, and you have your sheathing, and your sheathing runs right behind here. So we're gonna pretend this is our 1/2 inch sheathing. that's going to go in onto our wall, and it's going to tuck in behind the flange. Some people think, well, we'll do it out here, but this really, for shear strength, needs to attach directly to your floor, to your wall framing. So that's going to attach to your wall framing, and then your building wrap is going to come down and come over and shingle this flange. And I usually keep it like a 1/2 inch up, and then I do a tape, a butyl tape all along there. So not only is the butyl tape attached to the trailer, but it also prevents moisture from coming up and in. That is a potential for happening. Sometimes we'll do a bead of caulking here and press our building wrap into it and then tape it, so there's just extra protection so that water doesn't get up in there. And this is the best method to limit any sort of water intrusion into your wheel wells. Back in the day, you know, this wasn't an option, or people didn't have this as an option, and they just do a bead of caulking, and that caulking is going to fail within the first 2 or 3 years, and water is getting in typically behind your kitchen cabinets, or a place you don't know it's getting into. So this is a definite option that you want to go with if you go with the Iron Eagle trailer, is get this Trailer Friends, because it makes this a worry-free installation.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to Darren from ShelterWise. His website will be linked in the description, along with links to some of our tiny house resources. We built the tiny nest on an Iron Eagle trailer. You can watch that entire process unfold over here, more videos on Iron Eagle specifically over here, and in particular about 3D models of all the trailers that we provide for free over here, and here's some tiny house tours.